Welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums, where we bring you all the exciting action of the Southern University football program. It's brought to you by Coca-Cola, Louisiana Lottery, Cox Communications, Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana, McLean Financial Group, Communities of Color Network, the Louisiana Campaign for a Tobacco-Free Louisiana, and Jerry Lane Enterprises. Hello and welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums. We come to you, of course, from the end zone, 6224 Plank Road. Coach, let's jump into it. A huge congratulations from me and the Jaguar Nation for a great show at the 41st Bayou Classic. Great win, 52-45 versus Grambling. But Coach, first question of the night, did you expect such a barn burner, and did you expect such back and forth action in the game?
Well, you know, when you look at Grambling football team, you really see a polished football team. They have a lot of talent, big play capabilities, and I thought for the most part, at the start of the game, we did a great job on defense of controlling their offense, and we had a chance, several chances in the first half to really put the football game away, and we allowed the team to hang around. And once they hung around, they made some plays to get back in the game. But they, as advertised, they're a good football team. They've done a great job, and we knew it was going to be a dogfight.
Coach, so many players should be afforded kudos for their efforts, but your offensive line gave your quarterback, Austin Howard, the time he needed to become the most outstanding player of the game. But then Leonard Tillery, 183 yards, 2 touchdowns to give him 1,030 for the season, all showed out.
Well, you know, I think it's just, you're right, it starts up front. And I really thought our offensive line did an outstanding job and paved the way for the running back and protected the quarterback. I don't think we had any sacks against a team that was number 1 ranked in the conference in sacks. So, you know, it was an overall performance, you know, and I think that we've been getting better going down the stretch. We've been playing well, but it was great to see Leonard Tillery have the kind of day that he had, and Austin Howard did a great job, a true freshman playing on the big stage. The lights didn't really do anything to distract him.
Coach, on the other side of the ball, your defenders of the Dog Day defense, Brian McCain, 2.5 sacks, Arthur Miley, 2 big pass deflections, and always on the quarterback's butt. I mean, you're talking about guys who were really, really playing on a high level. They stood tall when it counted most on that goal line stand.
Well, exactly. You know, we sort of bent, but we didn't break. And what you saw was really in the run game, we did an outstanding job. I think they rushed the ball 33 times for only 60 yards. But in the passing game, they threw the ball. I think they threw it 64 times, and they completed a fair share of those, about 50%. But that quarterback was pretty good, and those wide receivers were good. We did a great job there at the end, keeping them out of the end zone.
We need an hour for tonight's highlights, but we only got 30 minutes. Let's jump into it. Coach, we start off, and, you know, your defense just started off lights out, really playing aggressive. Then we talked about Tillery. There he is, taking about 15 yards. And I like how Tillery, he gives you the effort after the initial contact. You know, a great catch right there. Austin Howard throwing a touchdown right here to Willie Quinn. Coach, it started off on fire.
Well, exactly. We had the momentum, and when you're playing in big games, you want to get off the fast starts. And, you know, defense stop them, offense score, and you know, next thing you know, you look up on the scoreboard, you're ahead, and that's what you want to be, especially in big ball games.
There you were talking about the defense. They're doing a great job taking the ball from the Tigers. And then you talk about somebody who's been hurt all year. Mike Jones showed up and showed out is the axiom that's appropriate for him.
Well, he had a great day, and you know, he's able to stretch the field vertically, and we didn't have that. You know, we had Reggie Travis and we had Justin Morgan and Willie Quinn, but now you add Mike Jones to it, and you can really see what he can do.
A rare turnover by the Jags. Grambling got the ball, leads to a score for them. You know, at this point, Coach, the game is, you know, back and forth, 14-10. You got to really, really appreciate what's going on because, again, the momentum was on our side, and we were really playing lights out.
Well, you know, it takes plays. I mean, that's why you got to stay in the game, and, you know, it takes a little momentum, and you got to be able to make plays. And we made plays, and they came back and answered the bell, and it was up to us to come back and answer it again.
Willie Quinn, you got to love his energy. The young man just made something out of nothing right there, Coach.
Well, probably one of the better football players in the country, not only in our conference. Once he got the ball in his hand, he has the potential to score at any time.
Great pitch by Austin Howard to Leonard Tillery to get into the end zone on a sweep. Coach, again, we talked about Miley. He's given you his effort all year long.
Well, exactly. I really thought our defensive line played an outstanding game. We were able to get 6 sacks, and we forced several harries. And the good thing about it is that we tried to execute the game plan by keeping this guy in the pocket.
Great return there on special teams. Just an all-around effort, Coach. Your players came to play, and, that's all you can ask for.
Well, you got to give great effort, and that's half the battle, and I thought we did that. We talk about winning turnovers, penalties, and winning the effort battle, and I thought we did that on Saturday.
There you see one of the sacks from McCain. Coach, that young man is giving you effort all year long after being moved from fullback to defense.
Well, as a head coach, you got to be a great GM. You got to be able to move those pieces in the right place, and we've been able to do that, and I think we got one more move that's going to show up on Saturday, and I hope be very productive for us.
Mike Jones catches another 55-yard touchdown. Leonard Tillery takes one for about 30 yards, and the Jaguars on the move. Unfortunately, the Tigers score right before the half. When we come back, we'll look at the second half highlights of the Bayou Classic 2014 on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums.
This could be your year with the Saints scratch up from the lottery. Win up to $100,000. Enter the second chance drawing for a chance to win the Saints 2015 season prize package, which includes a VIP tour of the Saints practice facility to watch the team practice and 4 Saints 2015 season tickets with pregame field passes.
If you want to win, you got to play.
Make this your year with the Saints scratch up from the lottery.
Cox has doubled the speed of our internet, so we will stream with abandon.
We will shop online for colorful duct tape while streaming True Blood on HBO Go and watching random tutorials.
Watch the kale, please.
We will stream the game. No, we will stream the games.
We will watch a bunch of videos about peregrine falcons because they are the fastest animals alive.
We are
Cox customers.
And we are now
Twice as fast.
We are doubling internet speeds. Learn more today at cox.com/internet.
You don't have to understand the physics of flying to fly easy. Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport.
Champions know adversity. It's coded in their DNA. But when that defining moment arises, champions embrace adversity, then seek to conquer it. We are Jaguars.
Scholars.
Warriors.
Family. Champions. And this is Southern.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums. We're at the end zone, and of course we invite you out every Monday night, well, one more Monday night after the SWAC championship game. Coach, we're up 31-17 at the half. Your team is playing well. What do you tell your team to guard against overconfidence in the second half?
Well, there are no rewards for the first half. That's just part of a football game. But you got to play the full 60 minutes. You got to play all the way to the end. And you know, I thought we did that for the most part, and we made our breaks, and they cashed in on theirs, and it made it for an exciting second half.
Well, let's jump into the second half highlights because we got plenty to show you. Coach, before we do, though, got to tell you, Grambling was a very confident team that really wanted to go to the SWAC championship, and you guys stopped them with plays like this from Leonard Tillery, who looked like he slowed down right there, Coach. Did he?
Well, you know, I told him he got to make sure that he get across that goal line, and you never know who's chasing and going to knock that ball out of your hands.
He had a great game. Right here, special teams are trying to do their thing, but unfortunately, Domino takes one back on the Jaguars. Coach, this young man actually had a good game.
Well, yeah, you know, that was part of the answer that bell. We had a chance right there. We were up 21, and they come right back and cut it back to 14, and now it's back on our shoulders to see if we can answer.
Your freshman quarterback hits 2 passes back to back. You know, you got to appreciate the effort he's given all year as a freshman, Coach. And then, of course, you use your speedster. Deontay Shorts comes in, and he skirts in on the end zone. That's a nice dynamic that we didn't have earlier in the season.
Well, exactly. You got to account for that when you come in the game because he's one of the better athletes on our football team.
Drop ball right there by the Tigers. Coach, I got to give that young quarterback, Jonathan Williams, kudos. The kid threw for 458 yards. And, you know, I didn't think he had that much, but when you look at the highlights, I mean, the box score, the kid had a lot of yards on the day.
Well, yeah, he had 2 throws that were one was about 80 yards and one was about 60 yards. And, you know, and that's
Here's
how you
one
get
of them
those
right here.
Exactly.
Yeah. He got them in big chunks then, huh,
exactly.
Coach? You got to love how Dog Day defense was playing tough. Grambling scores. They make the score 45-31. Coach, on a number of occasions, we were up by 21 points, and they kept coming back, which is a mark of a good team.
Well, exactly. You just got to keep fighting to the end. And, man, I thought this was going to be an outstanding catch right there.
Coach, I showed that play because that was outstanding effort by Willie Quinn. The young man gives it all 120% every game, and you got to love that about him.
Oh, no doubt. One of the better players in the country.
And here you have a rare mistake by our freshman quarterback. I guess he just thought his receiver was going to flare out, and he throws an interception late in the game. And Grambling actually capitalizes on this to cut it to 7 points, Coach.
Well, exactly. So, again, here you go. You got to answer the bell, and that's what Jaleel Richardson.
Something we've had all year long. Jaleel Richardson, a speedster, a senior speedster who might have a chance to play on Sunday. He takes one back. Coach, every time we answered the bell, right now it's 52-38. The Jaguars are up, and they're, you know, playing hard. Coach, what happened on this play where this guy was so wide open?
Well, our corner and our safety were looking at each other, and he snuck behind us, and, you know, we didn't have an opportunity to cover him, just a blown coverage by us.
Rare mistake by the special teams, letting Grambling recover an onside kick. The G-men try to make the most of it. That was a missed interception right there that we should have had, Coach.
Well, exactly. But, you know, we made the stop right there after they got the ball on the offside kick. Heads-up play right there by one of our players. And this was probably the backbreak of the game right here, 3rd and long, and we were able to scramble away and get a first down.
You know, I appreciated Austin Howard's effort on that one play, Coach, from the perspective of he's a pocket passer, but he knew when to use his feet.
Well, exactly. He's a heady football player, and we're going to need him to play smart in this championship game.
Unfortunately, the G-men block our field goal attempt, which keeps the score at 52-45. And the G-men are on the move right here. Their quarterback, Jonathan Williams, scores a valuable first down for them. And then right here, he scrambles, and some people thought he got in. The referees called it correct. He was down at the half-yard line. And the Dog Day D on the goal line stand of the year until maybe next week. But this play right here, Coach, shows he did not get in the end zone. And, Coach, this is a mark of a great team right there. They were hungry, and they were not letting those G-men score.
Well, it's the will of a champion. They did an outstanding job holding them back. You know, you can't be upset about the call. You're on the inch-yard line. Most coaches think they can get an inch.
Well, when we come back, we'll look ahead to Alcorn State Braves in the 2014 SWAC Championship on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums.
Did you know smoking and tobacco use damages nearly every organ in your body? Don't you think you deserve more than heart disease, lung disease, cancer? Stay away from the toxic chemicals of tobacco and smoking. Tobacco smoke hurts anyone who breathes it, including family and friends. Communities of Color Network supports a tobacco-free Louisiana.
To gain financial success, the first step is getting in the game with planning your retirement. With so much uncertainty in the financial world, it's crucial to have someone on your team that understands your financial goals and can navigate you to obtaining your dream to financial freedom. McLean Financial Group advises in many areas. We pride ourselves on strategic financial planning and serving our clients, a great combination to obtain financial freedom. Get in the game and let McLean Financial Group design your customized financial playbook and quarterback you to financial independence.
Where's my shirt? You know, there is such a thing as too many choices. Like, say with shampoo, for example. I mean, I need clean hair, but I don't need 30 yards of choices. Ready to go? I look for something I can trust. With health insurance, same thing. I go for Blue Cross. You could wade through that .gov site, or you can do what I did and keep it simple.
For self-service or free help from a Blue Cross agent, go to bcbsla.com.
I'm driving all day long, so I need a car that I can rely on in a dealership I can trust.
And that's Jerry Lane.
It's always been Jerry.
Their customer service is outstanding.
Get in the lane, get in the lane, get in the lane.
Jerry Lane keeps me and my family rolling.
Always lead to. You can count on Jerry Lane.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums. Of course, we're at the end zone, and at this time every show we talk about the Cox Players of the Week. Coach, who were the Bayou Classic Cox Players of the Week?
Well, offensively, we had two guys, Lenore Tillery, our running back, and Mike Jones, our wide receiver, both had outstanding days.
Good choices.
Defensively, it was our entire defensive line, but one guy that stood out is Brian McCain. Outstanding job moving over for running back. Special teams, one of our seniors, Jaleel Richardson. All those guys had great days for us on Saturday.
I agree with all those, Coach, and Jaleel Richardson probably had the play of the game, you know, that return. That was a difference in the game. All right, Coach, after the game, we wanted to interview the entire team for their effort, but of course we couldn't. But we caught up with four players, Arthur Miley and Brian McCain from the defense, and Mike Jones and Lenore Tillery from the offense, and Joe Dupree filed this report.
Well, Todd, I can say it was a barn burner of a Bayou Classic, this 41st Bayou Classic right here in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Here with Arthur Miley, defensive, man, the defense just went off today. You did well, was disrupting the quarterback all the time. How did it feel, senior, back-to-back Bayou Classic wins?
It meant a lot to me. Actually, this is our third Bayou Classic win in a row. But it meant a lot. You know, I didn't get a sack, and as I end my regular season career, I had a sack on every quarterback in the SWAC but Grambling, and I was trying my best. I got a lot of hits on him, but I'm glad my other teammates got sacks on him. As long as we got the win, it really don't bother me. But this game mean a lot because whoever won get to go to the championship.
And that's the point, Miley. Great effort by the defense. The dog day defense showed up and showed out. That goal line stance made it that's what made the game what the game was. As we get ready to take on the Braves in the championship in Houston, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. You know, we got to get some film on them, get back to work Monday. You know, and we know we can do what it takes to get the win, but we got to go back to work Monday.
Well, the tie break has been broken. The SU Jags on top. 41st Bayou Classic is in the can. The Alcorn Braves are next. Now we're here with Mike Jones, because today was a day. Over 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. The offense was clicking on all cylinders. How does it feel after coming through all these injuries you had to deal with through the season to come through and do the way that you did at this Bayou Classic?
It just feels great to have another opportunity to make it to another SWAC championship. I mean, it feels great.
The team definitely showed up and showed out. And as your teammates over here are hollering, y'all definitely put it together. As we get ready to take on the Braves again for the SWAC championship, are you feeling that the offense is where it needs to be?
Oh, yeah. We're a much different team from when they faced us the first time. I mean, we had a lot of people that were injured that game and that were struggling with the ineligible situation. We got a lot of those guys back, and so it should be a better ball game.
So, Braves, you heard it right here. The Big Cat is back. I'm here with Tillery. Man, Leonard, did you have a game today? You finally broke that 1,000-yard rushing mark for the season. How did it feel at this Bayou Classic?
It felt great, just to do it on the national stage was just a blessing to me and to my team, Our offensive line did a great job on the blocks, receivers on the outside did a great job, and we all contribute to this.
You ran like a man like you always do. Now we're getting ready to take on the Braves and Alcorn at the SWAC championship in Houston. Are we ready this time around?
Oh, yes, we're ready. We're definitely ready, mentally ready, physically ready, and we're ready as a team. We just can't wait to get in the film room, get on the practice field, and just get ready for these guys.
I'm here with Brian McCain as we continue to celebrate this win of the Bayou Classic. Man, you had 2.5 sacks, over 8 tackles. The defense is back. How did it feel today?
It just felt great. We had 2 weeks to prepare for Grambling State. We knew they was going to come out here and give us their best shot. That's what they did. We had to just make sure that we make more plays than they did.
Well, indeed you did. The goal line stance was one of the best goal line stances. It's probably one of the most celebrated classics I've ever seen. But that goal line stance showed that the Dog Day defense is here to stay.
Yes, it was just a lot of guts and glory. Just a lot of guts, a lot of will, a lot of want to, determination, integrity. I can just go on and on. When you on the 1-yard line, it's just who wants it more. And it just showed that our will and our want to and, just our confidence and, what we have worked throughout this season, it was just all on that goal line, and we was able to, capitalize on that.
Well, Brian, you definitely did that. Next opponent, SWAC championship, Alcorn Braves. What we gonna do?
We're gonna stay humble. We're gonna prepare for it, and we're gonna see next Saturday.
Well, you heard it right here on the Jaguar Football Show.
All right, thanks, Joe. Thanks, guys. When we come back, we'll talk SWAC championship on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums.
Five times, 10 times, 20 times, 50 times the cash. Get yours today from the Louisiana Lottery. Multiply your play.
Cox has doubled the speed of our internet, so we will stream with abandon.
We will shop online for colorful duct tape while streaming True Blood on HBO Go and watching random tutorials.
Watch the kale, please.
We will stream the game. No, we will stream the games.
We will watch a bunch of videos about peregrine falcons because they are the fastest animals alive.
We are
Cox customers.
And we are now
twice as fast.
We are doubling internet speeds. Learn more today at cox.com/internet.
You don't have to understand the physics of flying to fly easy. Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show. Coach, talking about the SWAC 2014 championship, the Braves caught us early in the season doing our certification gate, doing some injuries to our players. We were a totally different team then. What would we do differently in the SWAC championship game that we didn't do in the season?
Well, I think you'll see a more talented football team on the field, but it really boils down to blocking and tackling. And I think if we can do those things well, we'll have a chance in this football game. But they're a talented football team, and they pretty much been in the front all season long. They clinched early, and it's going to be an exciting football game.
Coach, thing I remember, we didn't have our starting secondary. Deontay Shorts were out. We're a totally different team now.
We definitely told them we got some guys playing now that didn't play in that football game, and we're playing better football than we were playing at that time of year. And that's really the sign of a good football team. Get better as the season go along, and we've been able to do that by winning 7 games in a row. But we got one more game that we trying to hang our hat on and figure out how we go win it. But it's going to be a great football game before buying a ticket.
All right, when we come back, we'll wrap up this week's edition of the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums.
Did you know smoking and tobacco use damages nearly every organ in your body? Don't you think you deserve more than heart disease, lung disease, cancer? Stay away from the toxic chemicals of tobacco and smoking. Tobacco smoke hurts anyone who breathes it, including family and friends. Communities of Color Network supports a tobacco-free Louisiana.
To gain financial success, the first step is getting in the game with planning your retirement. With so much uncertainty in the financial world, it's crucial to have someone on your team that understands your financial goals and can navigate you to obtaining your dream to financial freedom. McLean Financial Group advises in many areas. We pride ourselves on strategic financial planning and serving our clients, a great combination to obtain financial freedom. Get in the game and let McLean Financial Group design your customized financial playbook and quarterback you to financial independence.
Time to get covered, Louisiana. And Blue Cross has a plan in every parish, every zip code.
No matter where you are, you're covered through and through. We got a blue for you.
We're covered.
Lake Charles, North Round, Shangulu. From Venice to Vidalia, Bayou to.
We're covered.
Where you are, you're covered through and through. We got a blue for you.
Call your Blue Cross agent or go to bcbsla.com and get covered too.
You can count on Jerry Lane.
At Jerry Lane, they rolled the red carpet out for me.
It's always been Jerry. Jerry Lane.
You know what? It's tradition, it's family, and that's what keeps us coming back to Jerry Lane.
Get the lane, get the lane. Get the lane, get the lane. Get the lane, get the lane.
We're a Jerry Lane family.
All lanes lead to. You can count on Jerry Lane.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show. There you have it. That's what we're playing for Saturday. Another ring just like this. And Coach, of course, we want to get one of these for 2014. Coach, a couple of house cleaning issues. Everybody needs to go vote. You can absentee vote. Before you go to Houston, go vote. Coach, Joseph and Betty Kyles of Memphis won the Quarterback Club Super Bowl promotion. Congratulations to them. And of course, go Jags!